another one now. Number one, because I don't think orcas are attacking boats as much as I'd like. I would really like to keep people up to date on that. And trust me, I search for it in the news often. But the Orca report's just going to take a break. Another one is actually an entire new podcast channel that I've started. And because it's so new, I can't go live on it. So I'm going to be going live here, but I encourage you to subscribe to another one. And with guests, maybe a guest host for good, maybe a guest host for as many times as he can do it. Brendan from Ample Thought, which that YouTube channel not dead. I want you to go subscribe to Ample Thought. It's just is the handle just at Ample Thought?
I think it's just Ample Thought.
It's weird because YouTube will give you whatever they think it is, but if somebody else like scooped it up, you might have Ample Thought and a bunch of numbers. Either way, just type in Ample Thought. His channel should come up first. You're not shadow banned or anything, right?
No.
So, what do you do on your channel?
So I initially started it just for, individual stuff for movies more than anything. I mean, I started doing music on it. I think it was right before the pandemic. I started getting into a garage band on my laptop, and I just started messing with it. And I was like, oh, that sounds kind of good. And then I would just put stuff together with loops and all of this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this sounds like Skrillex, or like some of the music on my kids' video games or whatever. So I started working on it more. I just posted stuff like that, and then I was like, actually, I want to do more of the movie stuff. So I do, or have done, critiques on movies, but really just glorifying certain movies. Like I have a top 10 westerns, top 10 thrillers. I go into what movies are not. Like when The Irishman first came out, like it's not about this; it's actually about this. Stuff like that. So in the spaces in between those two things, movies and music, I just started doing silly comedy stuff, mainly during the pandemic and a little bit afterwards. But like, flat earthers became freaking huge, and like a bunch of conspiracy theories, obviously, with COVID and among other things. Not to mention the, election. Um, so I was just doing kind of satire and critiques on some of that stuff and just kind of being silly with it. And since then, I just released a video saying, I said why I'm done with politics, but then my wife pointed out, come on, you're not really done. Like, you need to be done. You should be done, but you're not yet. So I just wanted to do a few things on why it's so silly sometimes to either get riled up or not get riled up when it comes to certain things with politics. So that's basically what the channel is, and ostensibly will be in the future.
Very soon. Hey, you got like, I don't know, or anything?
Say again. You're like, I don't know why it's so quiet. I can't hear Jack, but go ahead.
Now you sound good. I don't know. But now I got an echo. Listen, let's be honest. This YouTube go live together thing is like very iffy. They don't let you do it properly. They meant to, I don't know if they meant to like try to zoom, but it's not. It's just not worked out. You had an echo. Now I have an echo.
Yeah, I hear your echo, and I heard my echo when I.
Oh no! Now it froze.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I warned you. I said, listen, this is going to be brutal. Like small startup, just working out all the kinks. So one day it will be at the caliber that you think of the name YouTube.
Yeah. So, what was your question? I so apologize.
Oh no, I don't think I had. Oh, so yeah, I feel like in the small time that we talked, you could be. I love essays that essayists YouTube has. I feel like you could really dive into that well. Like you're meticulous research, you could really break down um, whatever genre, or not even genre, but whatever pulls you. Would you? Is that something that because I haven't watched your movie stuff? I kind of jumped on to the comedy side of it. Is that something like when you were talking about, was it The Irishman?
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of the trend, like a down? Have you seen these people on? They'll do like an hour breakdown of whatever. I forget what I was watching the other day, and it was so mind bending because I was like, "Oh, I never thought of any of this," and this is very like graduate school at YouTube right here, which I'm the.
Yeah, so I mean, I love all of those. I love Cinema Sticks and Lessons from the Screenplay. There's some really good YouTube channels out there. Um, One thing that I want to say, just to kind of link the two, I mean, first, my degree is in English and film studies. So, and I also grew up in a Hollywood home. My grandfather was a supervising sound editor. My father was a sound editor. My uncle was a sound editor, so on and so forth. And
They would be so disappointed in the quality of this video.
yeah, I don't even get me started. Anyway, um, I have done a long video on YouTube. It was one of my first ever, actually. I want to say it was in, it might have been 2020. It might have been 2018, actually. Actually, it was, I think, 2018. I did a lesson on immigration. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god! You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just pause this real quick. I'm gonna let it keep going live. See if there's anyone in the chat. I'm gonna just hand the to, but
Okay.
let's pause right there on 2018, and then as soon as I'm back, well, I'm just gonna leave. It's all you. You're on the floor.
Oh, yay. He's just going to walk away. He's got stuff to do. I mean, why stay professional? He's got things to do. We all have lives, I think. Rob, is anybody enjoying his accent, by the way? I think he was really pushing into that Ben Affleck Dunkin' Donuts thing. Or when he's talking to crows or playing with a bee for some reason. Doesn't really make any sense to me, but, it's nice. I hope Rob gets a lot of followers from masturbating bees or crows or graveyards. He was in Salem at one point. Um, yeah, the accent. It's a little much. Oh, shit, he's back. Oh, okay.
I hope you didn't just.
What's that?
Did you just 6 minutes?
I was just shitting on you the whole time.
Yeah, I can my YouTube channel blog. Um. So listen. So I I just don't feel like we're gonna. There's already only like 8. Um. Because you were going to do this tomorrow night, right? Are you free tomorrow night?
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to. I don't want to go any deeper, and there's so much to talk about. But obviously, the kids. Well, one of my kids is not feeling good. I gotta get him to bed. Struggling right now.
What are you, like a good dad or what?
I know, right?
Nonsense. Liberals, I tell you.
Subscribe. Um, um, but oh god, there were things like that I want to go into and necessarily want to say what they are yet, but I really want to explore your channel a little more because it's fascinating. Smart people that can do these really poignant critiques. Um, so why don't we pause here and
Can I wrap up one thing about what I was saying, though? Just
yeah,
one quick thing. In 2018, there was a lot of family separation stuff going on at the border. And I actually went down with my wife to Dilley, Texas, to a detention center and was assisting her in helping some of these asylum cases. And when I got back is when I put up that video essay about notes on immigration and dispelling some rumors and all of that. And I think that might have been like 52 minutes. So if you haven't seen it on my channel, it's one of the oldest videos I have on there, but I break down a lot of that stuff. And I want to push into that more. But if anybody wants to know, the depth to which I can go anyway, we could start there. And then, Yeah,
Well,
we'll talk about other stuff another time.
and your wife, what does she do for work?
She's an immigration attorney with a specialty in removal defense.
So this is like first, like you've read, or you know what I mean, like you're living this stuff,
I
and
was
that
there. Yeah.
is fascinating because we need more voices like that. My favorite YouTubers are people who have lived or can critique from a first hand, and that's why, like, let's reignite your channel. Let's force you into being
That'd
like
be
I.
great.
So please, because I'm wrap up live right now. We will connect tomorrow. My
Okay.
son should be feeling better.
I
Let's
hope
do.
he feels better.
Let's plan like 7:30 tomorrow night. And that way, it gives us some time. I can promote it. Okay, I'm gonna come help him. And go check out Ample Thought at Ample Thought. We think, which is Google
Yeah.
or YouTube.
I'll
Ample.
figure it out by tomorrow.
We'll figure it out by. This whole thing is a work in progress. All
All right. Good seeing you, man. Thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, same time.
Sounds good.
Later.
Later.